So, those millennials, right? They don't really care about money. They live for the moment. They're having fun. Well, 250,000 of them have applied to Goldman Sachs for summer jobs this year. GOP strategist Gianno Caldwell says the banking jobs looking pretty popular there amongst your crew. Listen, I don't get it. It's either YOLO, fear of missing out. I thought it was all about, having fun right now. Don't worry about that money thing. They don't want to be like their parents and so fixated on cash.
Exactly. And thanks for having me, Charles. Millennials, you and I both know this. Millennials tend to be idealistic until it's time to pay a bill. So I think that just sums it up right there. But this is from the millennial perspective of why they're doing this now. We know that in the Great Recession, about 8.8 million jobs were lost, and that was due in part to the financial industry. A lot of millennials saw it as executives not going to jail, not paying the price for it, and saw it as a very unstable market. So since that was the case, folks, being very idealistic, chose not to apply for jobs until now, where we see an uptick of 250,000 people applying for jobs over at Goldman Sachs, which is a 40% uptick from 2008.
It's interesting, too, on that note, because even President Obama has really urged millennials, college students, hey, don't go to Wall Street, go to Silicon Valley, go become a community organizer, but don't go down there. So now all of a sudden they're looking at these evil guys on Wall Street and saying, what the heck, I need the cash.
Yeah, and that's another reason why Bernie Sanders did so well, because he demonized Wall Street just like the president has done. But I think the real difference here is people are seeing that they need to make money, and an entry-level job at, say, a Goldman Sachs is about $80,000. That doesn't really compare to any other field because you're not making that kind of money. And we know that the jobs that President Obama has added to the economy post-recession have been low-wage jobs. So if you want to be a Walmart greeter, there's plenty of opportunity for you. If you want to make some very good money, then you're going to have to go into an industry like the financial services industry, and banks are looking to make those environments more applicable for millennials' taste and style and making it more comfortable. Jeans, you can wear jeans, open wardrobe, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I mean, even those Kanye concerts are expensive. I took my son to one a couple of years ago. And of course, when the millennials find out who FICO is and that they got to share the cash. But let me also say this, though. There are a large segment of millennials, before I let you go, Gianno, that are waiting for the right gig. So they get to chill out at home, live in a basement, and they're waiting for the right job to come around. Is that mentality going to change? The idea that somehow you're going to start out with the ideal job and maybe get a gold watch on the first day of work instead of the last day?
No, that's completely crazy. And I'll be honest with you. I started working at 16, really 14, got involved in politics. I worked for the Social Security Administration at 16, student intern, 25 hours a week, 40 hours in the summers and winters. And I continued to work. It wasn't necessarily what I wanted to begin with, but it's what I took and I built from there. And now I'm here with Charles Payne on Fox Business.
Hello.
Thanks be unto God.
That's what I'm talking about, baby. All right. See you soon, man.
Thanks, Charles.
All right. Now to the impact on small businesses, particularly with this year's election.